Alrighty. Welcome, agents. Introducing Terry Head, Senior Sales Consultant at Equitrust. With over a decade of expertise in annuities and a deep commitment to tailored retirement solutions, Terry brings a wealth of knowledge and experience. Terry holds a life and health insurance license, chartered retirement planning consultant designations, making him a powerhouse in the financial services field. Dedicated to excellence and client satisfaction, Terry is here to help you guide your clients to a secure retirement. Today, we dive into Equitrust's long-term care solution, Bridge. Let's give a warm welcome to Terry Head.
Thank you, Amy. Appreciate it. And good morning, everybody. I want to thank you all for joining me here today and taking some time out of your day to learn about our Bridge product. And I did just want to share a little news here at Equitrust. Last week, we received notification from S&P that we have been upgraded to an A- rating with S&P. We had been previously B++, so we're very excited about that upgrade here at Equitrust. So just wanted to make note of that. And again, as Amy said, my name is Terry Head, and I'm the Senior Sales Support Consultant from the sales desk, and I'm going to present Bridge today here. This is a hybrid FIA solution here. Okay, got a pretty big agenda here today. So first I'll talk about addressing the long-term care coverage gap and how you can fulfill that for your clients. How Bridge is different from other product offerings that are out there. The Never Stop Wellness program that's built in to the Bridge product. Product details. How to position Bridge with your clients. A little bit about licensing and training required to sell the product. And we're also going to share a video with you too, a short video. Okay, so why Bridge? Bridge is a product that can connect clients' wellness and financial goals. How we are different. Our product is on an FIA chassis, so it's not a standard long-term care product or a life insurance product with an accelerated death benefit rider. We allow for flexible premiums. The clients can add premiums even beyond the first year. It's a simplified underwriting process with a guaranteed approval class available. As I said, there is a built-in wellness program that we'll discuss quite a bit about. It's an indemnity claims process where no receipts are required. The client can customize their long-term care benefit. One size definitely doesn't fit all. In fact, it basically fits none there. So everybody has their own ideas and needs when it comes to LTC. There's a unique charge structure, and it's a completely digital process. Everything is done through our Bridge microsite. Okay, a little about the LTC dilemma. A lot of concerns. For one thing, as agents like yourselves know, there are not that many carriers presently offering LTC policies. There's been an 88% decrease in the number of insurers offering traditional LTC over the past many years here. And 75% of adults turning 65 are going to need some level of LTC support during their lifetime. Finding that 66% of caregivers have had to dig into their own pockets to help pay for LTC for a loved one. And the vast majority, 88% of adults, between the ages of 50 and 80 are wanting to age in place at home. And then we get to cost, like the standard cost of a LTC insurance plan is over $5,000 for a couple who is age 55. It's very expensive. And the cost for skilled care, like if you're in a 7-private room at a nursing home, it's nearly $8,000 a month. And you're usually paying $4,500 for having a home health aide or being in assisted living. And with an LTC policy, if you don't ever use the coverage, there's no residual value to it. Okay, so Bridge is an innovative product that links 3 important objectives. You got the long-term care coverage, the ability to protect and grow a client's assets, and a wellness program, all built into one. Okay. And Equitrust is partnered with a company called Assured Allies with Bridge. Okay. Assured Allies was formed in 2018. The company's main purpose is to help LTC carriers solve their in-force problems. There was, originally why it was designed there. And then they've gotten into working with carriers with product development and providing services such as the wellness program and underwriting. So a little bit about better wellness here. These are common sense things here that show the benefits of a wellness focused lifestyle there. Definitely a person who practices healthy living practices and a wellness focused lifestyle, they'll often extend their independence where they can remain on their own without any type of needed assistance. They having better wellness, it will empower people to manage their health outcomes, slow down the age trajectory, and reduce the risk of age-related decline. And the Never Stop Wellness Program has three main areas here that concentrates on prevention, treatment, and adaptation. Okay. Some of the preventive things are, making sure the clients are getting their preventative care, keeping alert mentally, addressing things like sleep problems and stress related situations there, keeping them engaged in life, programs for alcohol and smoking cessation, nutritional programs, that sort of thing. There's also treatment when things do arrive there too, as far as helping clients coordinate, like receiving hearing aids or addressing their vision loss or pain management. There's also resources the Never Stop program prevents if adaptation is needed for, like, say, home modifications, medication management, addressing like urinary incontinence or mobility issues, and helping find resources for assistive devices when needed. Then with the Bridge product, there's an LTC coverage ratio for each age and each underwriting class. The clients can choose in the range that they qualify based on their age and underwriting classification. I'll talk a little bit more about that later. The preferred class is our top class, and this gives you a couple of examples here. Like our lowest issue age is age 55. Say a client gets the preferred underwriting class, they could choose an LTC benefit base to start at 325% of the premium they put in. It gets lower as they age. It's 315% at age 65, 305% at age 75. And then the standard class is in the 200 range. And then the secure class, which is the guaranteed issue class, is in the 100% range. Okay, and a few of the product details here. The issue age for Bridge is 55 to 75. In the state of Wisconsin, the issue age range is 55 to 75. In all other states, age is 55 to 80. Okay, it does take a minimum premium of $50,000. It's for non-qualified only, so you can't like move in IRA money or anything like that. It is flexible premium, as I said earlier. It's a 10-year surrender charge period. There's 10% penalty-free withdrawals after year one. And then on the FIA accumulation value side of the fence, there's definitely growth potential there. There's 5 different index accounts to choose from for allocations, plus a 1-year fixed account. And then, as I said earlier, the benefit base is flexible. And here's our present rates on Bridge. So you got a 1-year interest account looking at 5% there. Strong S&P 1-year point-to-point cap at 10%. And we also have our volatile control indices, Barclay Focus 50 and S&P Mark 5 available. Okay. And then with the built-in riders with Bridge, we have the standard nursing home waiver and terminal illness riders available. The long-term care rider, which is the main piece of the product, is also automatically included. And there is a monthly charge, and it's based on the net amount at risk. And the net amount at risk is the LTC benefit base minus the account value. I'll address that in a little more detail later. And there is a premium load of 1% for all premium in the first year. If they add premium in the second year or later, there would be no premium load on that. And the Never Stop Wellness Rider program is automatically included, and that is at a fee of $100 per year for the client. Okay, some good features with the Bridge product there. This is a guaranteed issue product. As I said, we do have a secure class available, which anyone can qualify for, and the contract can't lapse as you have put in premium for it. It's not like an LTC standard policy where you have to always pay a monthly premium. The benefits are tax-free up to the IRS per diem maximum. It is flexible coverage. The client can choose their initial coverage level up to a maximum. And their inflation protection that's built in. The LTC benefit base grows at 2% compounding annually for up to 20 years or when a client makes a claim, whichever is sooner. Okay, a little more about the long-term care rider here. The benefits for LTC are provided via the LTC benefit base. The client chooses their initial benefit base up to their max coverage ratio. And the maximum coverage ratio is based on their issue age and risk class. The maximum first-year LTC benefit base is $1 million. So they won't be, even if they put $1 million in premium, their LTC benefit base would be not any more than $1 million to start off. Okay, so a little bit more about the long-term care rider. As I said earlier, it's a 2% annual roll-up, compounds daily there. And the net amount at risk equals your LTC benefit base minus accumulation value. Okay, that'll be what the fee is based on. There is a 4-year vesting schedule, okay, on the LTC benefit base. So basically, vested 20% first year, second year 40%, third year 60%, fourth year 80%, then 100% vested starting year 5 and going forward. And to figure out your benefit here, there's a little math involved here. So it's pays out for up to 60 months or 5 years. Okay, so you take the net amount at risk, which you calculated from figuring out the LTC benefit base minus accumulation value. So you take the net amount risk times the vesting percentage at the time they make a claim. It's going to be 100% if they make a claim starting year 5 or any year after that, but it could be a lower vesting percentage if it's in the first 4 years. We add back in the accumulation value and we divide that by 60 months. And in the illustrations that you can prepare and run on our Bridge microsite, all of that math is done for you with the illustrations. Okay, and a little bit about how a client would file a claim. Basically, they obtain certification from their physician that they're unable to perform at least 2 out of the 6 ADLs. There is a 90-day elimination period, but that elimination period actually can start prior to the contract being issued if it's somebody who's in the secure class and say already is unable to perform 2 out of the 6 ADLs there. The doctor provides a care plan, and the client must be a U.S. resident. The benefits are indemnity pay, so we're not going to ask for receipts for any care that the client is purchasing there. It does require annual recertification by the physician to continue the benefits each year. And benefits are tax-free up to the IRS maximum per diem, which I think is around $410 per day. So that would work out to be over $12,000 per month. So generally speaking, in most cases, people aren't going to be paying any taxes on the LTC benefits they receive from Bridge. Okay, here's a little bit about the underwriting process. So ours is a different approach on this here too, in that it is done as a video interview. There are 5 pre-screening questions that you as the agent will ask the client. And if they decide they want to go through the full underwriting process, then you schedule the interview with Assured Allies through our Bridge portal. And in the interview, they're going to be doing some physical and cognitive tests. They're not going to ask anything about prescriptions they take or their health history, hospitalizations, anything like that. So it's all done through, it's similar to like a Zoom call. Zoom is not the software Assured Allies uses, but it's similar to that. So it's a very safe, secure process. And I'm going to show you a little video now here on this. And hopefully this will play.
All right. Agents, if you have any questions, now is a great time to throw them out in the chat. Just working through some technical difficulties, folks. Thanks for your patience. One moment here. All right. Terry, if you'd like to move on to the Q&A, we do have a couple questions coming in.
Okay. Actually, we do have a couple more slides here.
Sounds good.
So I'm sorry that did not work for the video thing, because what happened, it popped up on my other screen here. So
excellent. Sounds good. We'll keep going through it.
Okay. Yeah, won't take too long here. But basically, this video here, and there is a video on our Bridge microsite that basically covers the same thing. Basically, just it's kind of telling how people to get ready for this. With the 5 pre-screening questions you as the agent would ask here, if they answer yes to the questions are if they presently reside in a nursing home or assisted living or need assistance with ADLs or use a wheelchair or scooter, we know they would fall into the secure classification. So there would not be any reason for them to go through the video interview. We know what they would get the secure class. Okay. And then the last 2 questions, they're more about like certain medical questions in the last 5 years or receiving Social Security disability. If they answer yes to those, they might wind up in secure class, but they still could have a chance for standard or preferred. So it may behoove them to go through the video interview. Okay. Now I'm just going to give a hypothetical example. It's kind of a case study. We do a few of these here. So we've got David, a retired 65-year-old single person, grown children, basically wants to live independently for as long as possible, wants to preserve his assets and doesn't want to burden his kids for assistance as he gets older. He's got $250,000 to put into Bridge. He got the preferred classification. He selects the max coverage ratio, which is 315%. So his initial benefit base, when you do the math, is $787,500. Okay, then David works with the Never Stop Wellness program. He becomes an active participant, and they help him develop a successful aging plan, which includes some different solutions for a few things he's been experiencing here. Needed to improve his sleep. He did have a hearing loss, and they helped with getting hearing tested and obtaining hearing aids. And they made some suggestions for stress reduction by suggesting taking yoga classes. So it was limited participation time commitment per week, but ended up being very helpful to David. Okay, so 10 years later, he's 75 years old, but he has developed an illness and he does need some long-term care. So at this point, his benefit base has grown to nearly $1 million. Okay, it's $959,958, so basically $960. And he has been so active in the Never Stop Wellness program, he's received credits. The total $67,953. Those credits are added directly to the LTC benefit base. So taking that, he ends up with over $1 million in his LTC benefit base. We divide that out by 60, and he's eligible to receive a monthly benefit of $17,132. So he's definitely well taken care of there. So a little about some ways to position Bridge and some sales opportunities there. You can definitely take 1035 exchanges from annuities or life insurance, non-qualified contracts, of course. Clients who have money in money markets or checking, savings, CDs. This is great for your clients who have been previously declined for traditional LTC coverage, as we have the guaranteed secure class available. It's an alternative to traditional long-term care. This is a great topic to bring up in your annual reviews with your clients. Okay, a little bit about the line of authority. It varies a lot per state on what you're needing here. Some states may only require, you would always have to have a life license to sell annuities, but they might only require a health license in addition to that. Some only require a life, believe it or not. Some would require life, accident, and health. And in certain states, you do have to be LTC certified. And of course, you would have to take the Bridge Equitrust product training. Okay, and then we've got our microsite available. This is everything Bridge. So basically the marketing materials are out there. You can run the illustrations, you do quick calculators. You start the underwriting process through here. Gives you the information about licensing. And this is also where you will do the application too, because all apps are done electronically and submitted through the Bridge microsite. As I said, fully digital, makes it easy for you and your clients. It's a convenient video interview, and the underwriting decision is quick. Usually agents hear back the same day. If not the same day, it's the following day. So you're not waiting around a long time to get a decision, which is great. Okay. Amy, so what questions do you show out there?
Absolutely. First one here is, what does the charge structure look like on the Bridge product?
Okay. So basically, how it works is, I stated it'll be based on the net amount at risk, which is going to be the LTC benefit base minus accumulation value. Okay. And then it is a monthly charge. It is based on, of course, age and underwriting classification. Each year the client ages, it does increase a little bit there. And in the illustrations, it does give some breakdown of how it works from year to year. Excellent. So you can always run illustrations to see all that. And you do have the 1% premium load fee for any premiums in the first year, but no premium load fee if they do add additional premiums after that. So.
Perfect. And then I know you just mentioned licensing. So is LTC state training required to sell the Bridge product? If we could just run through that one more time for our agents here.
Yeah. Well, a lot of states do require LTC certification. Yes. Now there are some, like I think Kentucky, and I was trying to think of a couple of others who have no requirement. You don't even have to have a health license. So, but I believe in Minnesota, you have to have LTC certification, Wisconsin too. Florida's very heavy on that.
So when in doubt, check the state specifications.
Oh yeah, always. And you can always call the sales desk too. We can always look all that stuff up too. Yeah,
Perfect.
There's no problem with that. And of course, you'll have to do the bridge, product training for us there. But yeah, it's kind of interesting how widely it does vary for the licensing requirements from state to state for an FIA with an LTC rider. So there's a wide variation out there.
Good to know. And then what is something that makes Bridge stand out against other LTC products on the market?
Well, several things. For one thing, nobody can be turned down for medical reasons. We have the guaranteed issue class available. Like there are a couple of other FIAs out there that have like a long-term care rider, but I don't think they necessarily have a guaranteed issue like class like we do. I think it's still more of a yay, nay. I think, one thing about putting your money into an annuity, you have the potential for that tax-deferred growth, which is also principal protected. Since it's in an FIA, which I believe that is much better than, say, putting a client putting their money into purchasing a traditional LTC policy, which they may never use, and they will never get any growth from that because, as I said earlier, residual value of an unused LTC policy is zero. Here, a client can obtain the bridge product no matter their health condition, and they're going to have the FIA side where they can get tax-deferred principal protected growth, and you've got an LTC benefit available if you need it. Say the client never used the LTC benefit, they pass away, their beneficiaries will receive that account value. And so they had the peace of mind of having LTC coverage available to them, even though they didn't end up needing it, and they're still able to leave a legacy to their beneficiaries.
Excellent. Looks like we have some more questions rolling in, but we are out of time for today. Thank you so much for your time today, folks, and thank you, Terry. We really appreciate it. Remember, agents, with a carrier partner like Equitrust and an IMO like NFI Solutions, your client's financial success is within reach. If you have questions or need further guidance, or if you're ready to write business with Equitrust, please give us a call at 952-887-1239. Stay empowered, stay informed, and may you be successful always. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Thanks, Amy. Thanks,
you.
everyone.